Hello and welcome back to MMTV. From MotorMouth, my name's Harry Benjamin. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you know whenever we drop a new video. And today, we've got an exciting new video for you all about Drive to Survive. Now, there's been a million and one opinions going out about this. I thoroughly enjoyed binge watching the season. Yes, they missed a few bits out, but if you're an F1 fan, of course, you're going to be a bit annoyed by that. But what do you think if you're an F1 fan who only got into Formula One and who only knows anything to do about Formula One because of Drive to Survive? Those are the opinions I want to hear. Enter my friend, Alice. Alice, welcome to MotorMouth. Your path to stardom has begun. Welcome, how are you feeling?
I'm ready for viral fame.
Well, let's get straight into it then. So I know you've got a lot of thoughts on Drive to Survive,
Yeah.
but is it fair to say that is kind of the thing, Drive to Survive is what got you into Formula One?
Oh yeah, 100%. Beforehand, I thought it was really boring. No offence, that's probably the wrong thing to say. But if I'd seen F1 on the telly before, it just seemed like cars going around in circles and like unnecessarily loud was always my thing. I was like, they don't need to be this loud, and they're just doing it for the sake of it. But now, completely changed.
Now
Obsessed.
you're number one
I love
fan.
it.
You're obsessed.
So season 3 came out a few days ago now, and it's actually still the number one show on Netflix UK. You binged it all, I binged it all. I want to get your thoughts. Firstly,
Not big fan. Because I don't really, he has a bit attitude, I think. He thinks he's Toto Wolff, but he doesn't possess the vernacular to carry it off. That's just he thinks he's a big fish in a small pond, but actually he's not the biggest fish. And they had a good season, don't get me wrong, but if their Mercedes put pink, they should have finished third, but they had a couple of shockers. So I feel like the attitude doesn't match the results, personally. Christian and Toto are, and I've told you this, frenemies. They are the perfect definition of frenemies. I also, just like a side note, I actually think the team principals are the best bit of Drive to Survive, because all the drivers, you see them in like McLaren Unboxed and like, I don't know, all the YouTube videos and things, you don't really get that, and they don't really go on Instagram and like Twitch. I mean, not that I watch Twitch and stuff. They are the best bit of the team principals, hands down, because that's where the drama really lies, and that's what we're here for. But Mr. Ginger Spice, I love him and I hate him. And I feel like I love him because he's Mr. Ginger Spice. Like, Red Bull is a cool team, let's be honest. I think he's good in front of a camera. You can tell he's got a celeb wife. Oh, do you know what it is? Because I do really like him, but then sometimes he's just so harsh. And I feel like actually he might not be the main ringleader. Is it Helmut Marko? I don't know if I pronounced that right.
yeah, Dr. Helmut Marko, yeah.
The puppet master behind this all, isn't he?
He is quite brutal. He's the one who has sort of the cut and fast with the drivers and who stays and who goes. He's got a big sway in that. But
Christian, love to hate him, though. That move, getting Lewis move when he was on the grid in Austria, that genius, like ingenious. That is mind games at its best, and that is pure like Toto. I feel really sorry for Alex. Like, he was such a nice boy, still such a nice boy, you can just tell. I feel like Sergio coming in is a bit like, he's a bit older, let's be perfectly honest. He's been around for so long. He's kind of going to be like, I'm not going to let this 20-odd-year-old fight me. What's he going to do? Take my wife? I am a hardcore fan. I follow them all on Instagram, and therefore I am. I feel like certain bits that they missed out are really, like, the COVID is the biggest thing, and I don't really get why. We had at the start, it was like, oh, we've all in Australia, now we've got to go home. But there were so many other things, like Nico Hülkenberg coming back twice, was it 3 times? That was huge, and like, especially as he was dropped, like, that is such a big thing. And you think they would have put that in because they focus so much on Racing Point. Why didn't they put that in?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I feel like George should have got that should have been his thing, because he hasn't also he wasn't really in it last series either. And I can't remember if he was actually driving when they filmed series 1, but that was such a big story. But I also get that I feel like Mercedes probably didn't want that pressure of being like, oh, you're filling in Hamilton's seat. Oh, and here's a Netflix crew, just FYI on him. But yeah, I feel there's so many other things they missed out that were important, like especially Nico Hülkenberg. That would have been great. We need to show a bit more respect to Seb. He's a 4-time world champion and he's great. However, I feel like Seb in that episode just did not give 2 hoots. When he was like, why can't we laugh? It's funny how bad we are. I was like, go on, drag them. He was so salty. He was
really salty. He would not let it go for a long time.
Oh, it was just like, it was a lot. Also, he's gone, but he's being replaced by Fernando Alonso. It's not like they're just getting some rando from like the Renault junior team. He's getting a good replacement. I mean, he's not there anymore, is it? Anyway, but like, obviously I remember when it all came out and I said some really salty comments in the interviews that week, and then obviously in the documentary he's like, oh, and I didn't know if it was just his English being French, but like he made it sound like they were boyfriend and boyfriend. That man has not got a corporate bone in his body. He is pure iconic. He's destined for bigger. He's bigger than Drive to Survive. He's bigger than F1. I feel like they didn't cover Claire Williams no longer being Williams, because that was quite a big thing.
Very good point. That is a very good point. None of that was there. God, I didn't even have that down.
Because I'm a bigger fan than you. Facts.
You've got all of 2020 in a nutshell. Yeah. 2021, we're recording this on a Monday. Bahrain, the first Grand Prix, is on Sunday. So it's this week. It is race week. Is there anything you're excited about?
It's forward to see if Mercedes are actually that slow. Or is it all Toto pulling a Christian last minute trying to play mind games? That's what I want to know. And I have a feeling it might be. I'm looking forward to Christian when Mercedes do inevitably just like smash him to pieces his post-race interview where he's like, well, obviously something's happened in the past 2 weeks, and him being like having to, after being like, yeah, we're going to win this year. I'm looking forward to Racing Point Aston Martin, because we've just seen Lawrence Stroll say how much money he's going to spend, and it's all Aston Martin. We've got a 4-time world champion. Okay, but if you're going to finish 5th again, or have whatever position they finished in, 5th or 4th, is that a good spending of your billions?
Thank you, Alice, for divulging your fascinating insights into Drive to Survive. Will you be watching any races this year? Will you watch the whole Bahrain Grand Prix?
I will do, especially for the first. I might fall asleep in it, and I also might. Obviously, we're in lockdown at the moment, so I might as well spend my Sundays watching F1. But I can't guarantee when the pubs are open it'll be the same story. But yeah, I watch some I like the night races, and I like things like Monaco and Silverstone just because I feel like they're fun. So yeah, I will do actually.
Great. Well, brilliant. We'll get your thoughts after that then as well.
More than happy to give you those thoughts.
Well, there you have it. The views from an F1 fan who only became an F1 fan thanks to Drive to Survive. Season 4, following the 2021 season, is probably going to be even more epic. In the meantime, though, make sure you stick around on the MotorMouth channel. Do drop us a comment below on your thoughts about Drive to Survive. And if you like this video, it'd be great if you give it a little thumbs up and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, and we'll see you for the next one.